All right, guys, we are doing our West Coast swing right now. Now, this is the beginner level West Coast swing. We'll have a different video for you for the advanced one. However, what we're doing today is going to tie us in a lot with some of the movements that we're going to be doing in the advanced class. We're going to be doing a very simple pattern again today in West Coast swing. And it's a simple pattern because we're doing something not normal, abnormal, extraordinary, if you will, with the pattern, with hand changes and so on. So it's important that no matter what's going on with the hands, that it's not affecting or impacting what the lady in particular is doing with our feet. Now we're going to be doing an underarm pass in West Coast swing, and what we know as beginners in West Coast swing is that the lady's part for the passes, the left side pass, the right side pass, the underarm pass, all stay identical, right? And that is the lady doing, she's finished her anchor step, and she's doing 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, right? That's our basic pass. And on this movement, the underarm pass, this is always the one that the ladies get goofy on and start to rotate early. Now, usually, that is because we are in the wrong position in relation to our partner. So I'm going to grab this bar stool just to give you a stationary point in space so that you understand what makes it go bad, right? So here's my partner, and he's going to lead me for an underarm pass, which is going down his right side. So this is what typically goes wrong. Right, here I am, I'm at arm's length with my partner, I've done my anchor step, I've done walk, walk. Now I want you to notice where I am right now at the end of the walk, walk. I am pretty much right in front of my partner. That means as I do my triple step to go away, I'm going to be moving away from my partner. Now I don't know about you, I've got some gorilla arms on me, but I just don't think it's possible for me to reach that partner as far away as I am. Not only that, remember this arm is going to be going over my head. So if I have done 1, 2, as I'm running away, this is going to pull because his arm is getting shorter as I go. And it's going to make me want to rotate too soon rather than being able to dance into the arm. And again, we're talking about the lady, right? Dancing into the arm. So that's one of the keys we've talked a little bit about from time to time in our beginner level class, and we also talk about it in the intermediate level. Ladies, when you've done your anchor step, step 1 is really just a placement on the floor. There's not a big body movement with it. As a matter of fact, I can take a very big step with the foot, but notice I've only placed the foot on the floor. I haven't made a body move, right? So I want to be here, not in front of my partner when I finish my 2 steps forward. So we have 1, 2. Now what's happening is I'm going by or past the man while I'm doing the triple. And that makes a perfect place for that arm to come down and not start to pull me around because the man can keep up with that action. And that allows me to continue that pass with no problems. So as the lady, that's what you want to make sure that you're doing. Now, as the man, we want to make sure that we don't move too much. I'm just going to put this here to mark a spot. So here I am as the man, and I've just finished my anchor step. If I come too far forward as I'm lifting up that hand, the lady was expecting me to be there, so now we have the same problem. She's out in front of me. I can't reach her comfortably. She's going to pull and turn too early. So we want to make sure what we're doing on the underarm pass is creating a pathway for my partner to go through, right? It's not about getting over there, right? It's about creating an archway. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see it in relation to that chair so you understand what I'm talking about, right? So as I step out, that hand's coming up and over. It's creating an arc or a window for the lady to step through. So as I step here, she's just on this side of me. And then as she does her run, run, run on by, I'm able to follow her, right? So that's an important piece of this. And any of our passes as far as that goes. Now, today's pass, what we're going to be doing is we're doing an underarm pass with a hand change. Now, this does set us up for a right side pass, and what we're going to be doing the next lesson is actually doing some really cool variations on the right side pass. But today, I just wanted to get down the underarm pass and the hand change. So now what's going to happen, gentlemen, is this. Not moving my feet or anything, the hand comes up, the hand comes down, and as it comes down, I've now put the lady's hand into my right hand. You'll notice my right hand did not go anywhere. It is sitting right up against the side of me. It's not about being at the side of me, like squeezing it against me. It's just that there, I know how far my arm is. When my arm is out here, my arm may move around and I don't have an awareness, right? There's no body sensation that tells me that my hand just moved 6 or 8 inches off somewhere. So by keeping that hand tucked at the side, it's going to give me a not moving, unmoving target for me to drop that hand down as it comes over the lady's head. I am going to allow my wrist and hand to go with the lady, but I'm going to avoid at this point in time doing a big movement with my right arm. So I am dancing 1, 2, 3, and 4. I've made a slight move toward the lady because, that allows my arm to move with her. But I don't want to square up to her because now that's moved my arm that direction. And then this time, at this point, the lady's over here. And I'm going to be leading her back by this side of me. So I don't want to put this over here because now that puts us in the same track. And right now we are parallel tracks, if you will. So as I've done my move, 1, 2, 3, and 4, you'll notice at no point in time did I ever square up to the lady on this, and that is important. I want you to watch my hand right now. As I square up to the lady, what did my hand do? It got shorter because my shoulders rotated, my right shoulder rotated away from my partner, so it drew my hand away. Well, that's going to shrink how far the lady can move, and she's not going to be expecting that. So by leaving our right side more toward the lady, a little turn here because you feel like you need to is fine. You just don't want to square it up where that arm gets shorter, right? At this point in time, that's what we're going to do is just this little simple piece right here, but once you really get connected to the bits and pieces of it, especially as the man, right? I'm going to turn it around so you can see it from a different angle. So it is 1, 2, I'm dropping the hand in, 3 and 4, my partner is out there, 5 and 6, I've done my anchor. My lady is on the track in front of me. She's not in the same track as I am because that would put this arm behind my body, and I need her to be able to be there, so that hand is in front of me as she goes. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. And if I've drifted into that slot that the lady's in, as I do my anchor, I'm going to make sure I'm off the slot just a tiny bit. Not a lot, because as I do my next move, I'll be stepping somewhere that will give the lady plenty of room, right? So you're not exaggerating that. We just don't want to be here. We want to be about like that when we finish. And again, a lot of you have done an underarm pass before, but the hand change sets up, again, a whole bunch of other things, including our right side pass, reverse spins, all kinds of really cool, neat things. And by the way, our advanced class is going to have some reverse spins that come from this underarm pass. So both man and lady want you to practice this just so you're in a nice setup and you're comfortable able to do that next thing. So for right now, that's all we're doing today is just this underarm pass with a hand change. Normal timing, everything stays the same as far as feet goes. It's literally just changing that hand that's the key. But in changing that hand, right, one of the important things is that when your hand gets to a certain distance, that hand stops moving. It stops extending toward the lady. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm telling my partner, that's the end of the leash. I don't really want you way out there. I want you to be in the normal place. So I don't just I don't pull or break the lady or stop her. I stop my own hand. Now, if I stop my hand and she chooses to keep going, that's her choice. But I'm not going to grab or hold or keep her from doing that. My hand remaining still should be more than a signal. So the lady feels that hand that stops moving and she knows, well, that's it. I can't go back any further. Whatever I'm going to do has to happen here. If you move the hand, the lady's going to keep moving. And again, what that does is that starts to generate a lot of momentum. The more distance the lady starts to cover, the harder it is for us to lead her, the harder it is for us to get that lead in a timely fashion. And typically what starts to happen because of that momentum, our leads become more physical. And then the lady has to deal with a lot of other stuff. So it's not on the man, it's on both partners this bit. But as the man, again, once we've made that hand change, I'm going to allow that arm to move a little bit, and then it's going to stop moving. So thank you again, guys, for being patient. This was our beginner West Coast swing. This was the underarm pass with hand change. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Have a great one. Bye-bye.